Hey there, Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your monthly astrological forecast for April 2024. And don't forget to come back on a weekly basis for weekly astrological highlights and updates as well. And if you are watching this before the end of the day, the 31st of March, we're having the 2-week equinox sale right now, 20% off 1-hour readings with me. And so if you would like to, well, take advantage of that, head on over to my website, integrativemysticism.com, and schedule yourself a session. So what is going on when it comes to your April? What's your April all about? For everybody, April is about new blank canvases, a lot of new beginnings getting underway. And for you, this is about your personal projects, your personal plans, and even your personal status and standing in the world, especially when it comes to being set apart for greater success. A lot of this is because of so much activity going on in your sign, in your first house. Now, it's not necessarily to say that you're going to be, set apart from everybody and isolated and alone, but your personal projects, personal goals, personal aspirations, and personal status, that's kind of getting the star treatment during this time. And you're going to notice this at work and in your personal life as well. Really, your personal road, your personal lane is taking precedent. We've got Mercury Retrograde at the start of the month in your sign. We've got the Sun and Venus there as well, and even a solar eclipse on the 8th. And so what's happening with all of this, especially that solar eclipse, is that there is sort of a new road getting birthed in your world over the course of the 3-month window period that opens up from this new moon eclipse. So from the 8th of April up until about the 8th of July. Because this is in your sign, this is likely going to be something that is bringing to life a personal goal that you have been holding on to for your own accomplishments, your own desires, that may not have anything to do with other people. This is also your once-a-year birthday new moon, amplified by the fact that it's a solar eclipse. And so this is also a time, especially this next 3 months, for a lot of you to finally get down to work on seeding or, planting the seeds of a great deal of goals or aspirations that you would like to actually have crystallize and substantiate by the time we get into July. So what is it you would like to actually do? What do you want to have? What, new long-term commitment or new beginning do you want to cement? Is it a new relationship? Do you want to move? Do you want a new job? Do you want to travel, change careers? It does not matter, but you've got to be really putting in that work, especially in the back end of April and even on into May. And we also have Mercury retrograde here in your sign as well from the 1st to the 25th. And so with Mercury retrograde, right, it's all about revisions, reversals, retrievals, and yes, even sudden alterations of plans and courses, both for the frustrating as well as even happy accidents. And so you're also going to find that during this time, a lot of things that maybe you have been working on or things that you had planned for this month or even beyond are kind of getting thrown up in the air. Of course, you do need to take all necessary precautions when it comes to things like contracts and travel plans, right? Back things up, dot your I's and cross your T's, double check a bit more, don't take anything for granted, but also pay attention to what is coming up for revision, what is coming up for reversal and retrieval. A lot of you may find that this is also a great month for undoing and escaping things that you wish you could undo or reverse, whether these are things that you did or started or initiated yourself once upon a time, or these are things that maybe were put upon you by others. This is also going to be a period where a lot of you are getting a chance to call back certain things into your life or into your world, right? Old resources, old opportunities, things that maybe you would like to reconnect or reconnect with or retrieve. The Sun and Venus in your sign, especially the first 3 weeks of the month, are putting all eyes on you. You're getting a lot more attention, enhancement, and support from the people around you. And you're also a love, affection, and attention magnet. So you're going to be very popular as well, both in your personal life and even in your professional life or anything that you've got going on. We've also got Mars in Pisces all month long. This is your 12th house of the past, private matters, hidden opportunities, secret shortcuts, and even old business as it affects the present. And Mars in your 12th house is all about purging old baggage, purging old business or old issues that tend to create problems for us in the present, or maybe even continue to push issues or repeat problems over and over again, right? It's about eliminating cycles. Mars in the 12th house is also going to be having you be the beneficiary of a lot of secret help, known and unknown, by those that may actually be making some power moves behind the scenes on your behalf. Now, these could be opening doors for you, or eliminating old problems, or neutralizing enemies or adversarial influences in your life as well. However, you are going to also need to be ready with Mars in the 12th house. Confrontations or conflicts that maybe you have been avoiding that can't be avoided will also be coming up. As we move on towards the last 10 days or so of the month, we've got the Sun and Venus getting ready to make their jump into Taurus, your second house of income, employment, values, and valuables. And with Venus in your second house, this is going to be a time where you're becoming a wealth magnet, right? You are making more money without having to do much work in terms of earning it or even finding it. And the Sun in your second house is bringing more value to what you bring to the table at the office, in your business, among your peers, and with your bosses. And it's setting you up for not only a very wealthy and comfortable close to April, but a very comfy May as well. And then finally, for our last aspect we're going to talk about here, we've got a full moon in Scorpio on the 23rd. And this is your 8th house of shared resources, passive income, bonus monies, self-employment earnings, as well as intimacy and sexuality. And with a full moon in the 8th house, this is a time where you might be coming into some lucky bonuses when it comes to either financial opportunities or professional opportunities, or maybe things that are going to still be positively affecting you because of big news coming to partners, whether it's business partners or romantic partners in terms of their finances or their earnings. This can also apply to shared responsibilities or shared monies you have with anybody. And this could also be a time where a lot of you are getting a chance to close some kind of difficult old financial business, whether this is an old obligation, an old debt, or financial entanglement. This is also a time where your romantic life, especially the last 10 days of the month or so, is getting pretty hot and heavy and wild because a full moon in the 8th house, people become very uninhibited. People become very adventurous and a lot more carnal. And so that's also going to make for a very hot close to April for you as well. So that is what your April is in a nutshell, Aries. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And of course, if you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website, integrativemysticism.com.